Alrighty guys, Jazz Sunstrider here. Welcome back to another XCOM 2 War of the Chosen pre-campaign setup video. You can clearly see what's going to be happening here today. Also, at the end of the last XCOM 2 stream and in the pre-recorded pre-recorded class overview video that I did for the Season 2 of Galaxy at War, we're doing some Covert Infiltration. I just realized that it says Covert Infiltration, but I'm too fucking lazy to go in and change that. I like Covet. But no, it's not Covert Infiltration, it's Covert Infiltration. Fucking dumbass. Anyway, yeah, Covert Infiltration. Dureva played it, I think, back in 2019, if I recall correctly. The fucking time flies, I guess. But oh hey, why is my fucking TeamSpeak still open? Yeah, I fucking damn straight I was kicked from the server. I fucking didn't even. Anyway, but wow, very professional. Covert Infiltration. Dureva played a while ago. I wanted to try it out myself. Definitely looks like it's trying to be long War of the Chosen without the long. I think it's a little bit longer than a standard War of the Chosen playthrough, but it's not going to be like fucking 200 episodes, at least I don't think. I can't remember how long Dureva's playthrough was, but yeah, it's pretty much just Long War of the Chosen without the long in it, as infiltration in it. It has the infiltration mechanic from Long War. It also has a very heavy emphasis on covert actions. It's almost like it's called Covert Infiltration for a fucking reason or something. But as you can also see in my fancy dancy editing with the making of the thumbnail, this is the same image. It's going to be the thumbnail image. We're going to do Covert Infiltration. We'll also be doing Project X Advent, which adds in playable Advent classes. There is only 2 playable classes in. Well, 3 technically if you count the Trooper, which is just a rookie. It's Trooper, Officer, and Stun Lancer. But the 2 classes that are done right now is very well done. I got some very interesting mechanics to them, and they're a lot of fun to play, as I did in my test campaigns. Campaigns, plural, because I had to change the mod list of fuck ton just to get it to work. Yeah, it's not finished development yet, which is why it's only going to be a side thing tacked on to this playthrough. If/when Project Advent actually gets finished, because they're gonna make like a Purifier or Stun, or they already have Stun Lancer, dumbass. Purifier, Priest, and Shield Bearer classes. I might do like a Season 3 of the Advent Civil War with less strict rules on the character pool and stuff. So it's like Project X Advent will be their own faction, XCOM will be their own faction, and they'll be working together. So XCOM will have their weapons and armor, X Advent will have their weapons and armor. Kind of like what I did with the Unholy Alliance playthrough when I did Exalt and XCOM working together. So that might be interesting, but that is a playthrough for another day. So they're just going to be tacked on as a side thing just because they're cool and I want to use them. And of course we have Raider factions back. I've done like 4 playthroughs of Raiders World at this rate. I'm gonna stop calling them Raiders World at this rate. Just, I like them so much and I've used them so much that it's just gonna be fucking they're just gonna be tacked on to existing playthroughs, alright? Like, anybody who's been watching the past couple of years know that I really like the Raider faction mods. I think they're awesome. I always like 3-way faction combat in games, like in Coyote's MechWarrior 5 mission mod and all that stuff, and now in XCOM 2. I don't know if it's in Phoenix Point. I haven't played Phoenix Point forever, but I do remember playing it, and there are different factions in Phoenix Point, obviously. But, yeah. That's all that. In terms of Advent enemies, I got a few. I know I got a better Advent, so I'll have to be contending with Prime enemies. I think I got the Warlock in there, the Advent Warlock, not the Warlock. The Warlock's already there. I can't get rid of him, unfortunately. But there's the Advent Warlock, which is the Sorcerer in Mod Jam. I don't know why they changed the name, but whatever. So we got that. And I don't think we have the Side Commandos mod. I didn't see it in there, but in terms of XCOM classes, I know the program operatives are sitting here, but LazyJet is lazy and I had to remove the program ops from the mod list because it's not like it was crashing the game or anything, it just wasn't working properly. Like the monthly favor wasn't refreshing at the end of the month, so I could only send them in once and then I could never use them again, which is really dumb. So I ended up getting rid of them, but LazyJet is lazy. I don't want to recreate the thumbnail, so there it is. There they are. We're going to be using the Chimera Class pack and the Bounty Hunter class mod. Dietrich's recommended that I check him out, so that's what we're going to be using this playthrough. If I wasn't using them, then I'd just probably be using proficiency classes again, but that's not the case this time. We're also going to be, speaking of Coyote's mods, we're also going to be using a couple of his old XCOM 2 mods, which surprisingly work with Covert Infiltration, being Wibbles. Wibbles is making a return. Fucking love that chrysalid. And his mission packs returning as well. So we're going to have like fucking convoy escorts and resistance diversions and just distress beacons and shit, and it's cool. It's going to be cool. I need to actually add them to the description here because I obviously can't add them to the to this. But on a random side note, for the Raider factions, I did try to use the Raider faction bases mod, which add bases for the Raider factions. Fucking wow! Who would have thought? Mind blown, right? Fucking Christ. But it adds covert actions to find the bases and also covert actions to steal supplies from the Raider factions. But the covert actions work, but when I load the tactical mission that spawns from the covert action, the camera's like stuck frozen in the middle of the map and there's no units on the map and it bugs the fuck out and corrupts the save, so I had to get rid of it, unfortunately. But I do have the Raider Factions Anchor mod, which makes it so that you have to kill all Raider Factions on the map before the mission ends. So you can't just kill Advent and leave, you actually have to kill everything. Which that happened once or twice during the Galaxy at War Season 2 mod because I had the Mandalorian Raider faction in there. But I had a supply raid with the Mandalorians, but we didn't find the Mandalorians, so it was just Mandalorians instead. We didn't find them. If they weren't there, they didn't show up. They were on the lunch break, I guess. So this time, we're going to have to actually fight and kill everything. Now that we have more than just 2-3 Raider factions, it's going to be hopefully a lot more intense. Instead of just fighting the Lost all fucking campaign. Alright, I think that's it for the campaign. Covert Infiltration, X-Advent, Raider Factions. Oh yeah, we have the Death Trooper in here. As per usual, if y'all want some characters, the character pool is open again this campaign. I know it wasn't open last campaign because of the Clone Trooper theme, but it is open again this campaign. Don't worry, for anybody who was already in the campaign before Galaxy of War Season 2, I saved everybody in a general pool folder or whatever that I put in my importables folder thing. If you don't know how XCOM 2 character pool works, it's pretty much you have your active character pool, and then you can export your characters to a separate folder, so when you delete from the active character pool, you can still import them later, and it saves the cosmetics that they use, so as long as you resub to those cosmetic mods, they will be unchanged and work for the most part. I had to fix a couple, but for the most part it's pretty consistent, so anybody who was in there before is already in there now. And if you guys want to change anything with your existing characters, you can let me know. If anybody new wants to jump into the character pool, they can. And yeah, but before I go, shout out to this 5-year-old fucking Reddit post on the City Skyline subreddit that has like a bunch of code you can paste into the console and like add all of your fucking subbed items at once to this. I am fucking tired tonight, so I am sorry if I'm talking like a fucking 4-year-old right now. But I don't know, I've just been freaking really tired this past week, and I don't know why. But yeah, it's like it temporarily adds a button to the collection editor that allows you to just add everything all at once. Because I got like over 200 mods, and individually clicking on each one is a fucking pain in the ass. So shout out to this 5-year-old Reddit post. If y'all are making any Steam Workshop collections, I definitely recommend looking it up. But on that happy note, that is all I have for you today. Streaming. I hope to start the streaming on Saturday, so this is coming up on Friday, so you guys all like leave it up Friday, let people watch it and do all that fun stuff, and then hopefully on Saturday. But I don't know if I work on Sunday or not this weekend, so if I work on Sunday, then I might have to delay it till the start of next weekend, because Sif's gonna be moving next weekend. He's gonna start his moving process this weekend, so we won't be able to do bullshit. So I'll probably just do my own thing next weekend. I mean, I could play with Wraith, Ethan, and Lines, but I don't know. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But if I can't play XCOM 2 on Saturday, then I'll definitely be doing it next Friday. But I'll let you guys know on the Discord. But until then, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go fucking sleep now because I'm so tired, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye.